You know, in less than 2 weeks, when school is back in session in South Florida, your kids won't be alone in making the transition to a new schedule. Your dogs will also be adapting to the change. Today, Robin Edwards of Bark Busters is here to show us how a little preparation before the first day of class, families can avoid that separation anxiety that dogs go through. I'm so glad that you're telling us about this, because this is something that a lot of us never even think about.
I know, it is. It's one of those things that, you know, we've been playing with the dogs all summer long. The kids have been home from school all summer long. And now all of a sudden, all this time in the pool and playing, and he's all alone.
And who is this, by the way?
This is Nickie.
Hi, Nickie.
He's an English Springer.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Thank you.
Look over that way, Nickie. Look at your beautiful face. Call him, Mike. Mike, call him. There you go. Isn't he beautiful? So tell us, how do we get the dogs ready for this transition?
Well, there's a lot of things that we can do. Number one, what we can do is start transitioning in that instead of when you leave the house, you're always taking the dog with you.
Yeah.
Leave the dog at home for a little bit.
Okay.
Leave it home for maybe like 10 minutes. Have the kids walk around the block without the dog. Then come back into the house.
Right.
Another thing you can do is you can start scatter feeding him. By what I mean by that is you're going to take like a handful of his kibble, throw it down on the floor, so he has something to do, instead of having him just be sitting there waiting for you.
Right.
Well, he's busy thinking of other things.
Dogs like to dig.
Oh, absolutely. They like to dig. You can also do a digging pit. You can make a digging pit in your backyard so that when the dog puts little pieces of cheese or something fun in there for him to dig for, again, so he has lots of thinking power, lots of things going on in that little pea brain of theirs.
And you know, a lot of times when we leave the house, we always say something sweet to him, that nice little baby voice. It's all right, Mommy will be back. Good boy, good boy. But what that's doing, I guess, is reinforcing their anxiety, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you do is about 10 minutes before you leave, you don't go over to them and do all those kind of things, but about 10 minutes before you leave, maybe go and kiss him goodbye, but then stay in the house for a little bit and keep going and doing other things. And then walk out slowly, quietly, so that he's not going, there's something wrong, there's something wrong, Mommy's leaving.
Right. What about keeping them in a smaller space in the house so that they won't have a tendency to mess up their environment? Because this is just me. When I've noticed when a dog is kept in a smaller confine, they tend to keep things a little neater, don't they? Especially the crate. They never go in their crate.
No. It's the crate's basically their den. So they don't want to mess up the den. They want to make sure that their den is always nice and clean. You can use a crate. Crates are great. I absolutely love crates for a dog. The other thing that you could do is take a laundry room. Maybe put a little gate in front of it so that the dog has, if he makes an accident, you're not cleaning up carpet and all of that. It's just in a...
And if he's really well trained, he can do your whites and darks while you're away.
Absolutely.
Folding, maybe. Thank you so much. For more dog training tips from Bark Busters, give them a call at 1-877-500-BARK. And what a great coincidence that you got that number. Yeah. 1-877-500-2275. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Nick.